At least she died on her own terms.
True.
That's your point.
Oblivion draws no such distinctions.
If you say so, creepy.
That's cold. You sure you're not a Zenith?
Aloy, it's been intense. Katalo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Going down that way. Let's grab these resources here. I don't know what I'm going to need gold bars for at this point in the game, but okay. Are we going this way? No, that's just an explosion, right? Or are we? I guess we are. Yeah, we are. We're going to go right into the fight. Yeah. Oh my god, look at this. Look at Lex Luthor, dude. He totally looks like Lex Luthor coming down like this.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
I'm powering it up by smashing it with the palm of my hand.
You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence.
One moment more. But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
A turtleneck made of gold triangles.
No? Nothing. Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up!
Are we supposed to be scared?
Oops. What's gonna protect you from those? Assholes. Damn, they got fucked up. Immediately, oh damn. Goodbye. Off to the nest.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long
Very
before he
good.
preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
Sure, why not?
I failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Our stuff still works.
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
Of course, in a cliche manner, they all get an epic scene where they do a hit against one of the enemies. As cliche in every movie since, like, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Okay.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy,
Here we go.
time machine fell. Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just do the best you can.
Quigley, it's the finale of the game. Do some more looting. You haven't done enough yet. Do more last-minute looting. It's very important. Of all things. Oh, loot. How about some loot? Did you ever think about looting?
Okay, an elevator. Promising.
No, it's not loot. It's not promising. There's no loot on this elevator. Uh-oh. The ultimate rematch against this guy.
You got some unfinished business, little girl.
She's not wearing any shoes? What? Her toes are exposed? That's probably not the best idea for combat, just saying.
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
Did he just laugh at me? He immediately hit me. I need to reload. They will let me. Okay. That does not work. You can't get stunned. Okay. Forget stunning. Let's see what I should use against him. Use some ice. That could work. Make this shit brittle.
I'm taking you down!
One more.
Felt that, didn't ya?
Alright. And I missed completely.
Oh, yeah!
32 damage. Really? That was supposed to be my super shot. It was 32 damage. Interesting. Alright, then we'll use acid. Oh, whoa!
I can't let him catch me.
What the fuck?
Not much
Yo!
for your shield, are ya?
I don't know if I like that.
Take that!
Oh shit! Right in his face. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's new.
Pain makes you feel alive.
He's got no mask on. I'm trying to think what I should hit him with here. I could use an explosive spear, but he's probably not the final boss. I want to save the explosive spear for the final boss. Yeah. Give me that 460 head pop. Oh shit, that's right. It's inaccurate. 158. Maybe I can slow him down with ice. He seems much more vulnerable now with no mask. Fucking shit.
You don't know what the hell
Shit, I missed.
Oh, don't like that, do ya?
Only 36. Ah. Keep missing him with the power shot.
This is the end for you!
Yeah, I can't hit him with the power shots. It sucks.
Yeah.
Still hit. Okay.
Are you there?
Oh, what?
I'm
I
almost
got rid of all
there.
the acid.
Just need to find my way in there.
God damn it.
Time to shut you up!
Fight. Okay, now his bomb's exploding. He keeps dodging. I did hit him, but it's still fucking registered as a hit. Damn it. Alright, enough of this bullshit, I guess.
Girl.
Maybe let's use vision then. Now He's immune to electricity. I can't hit him with electricity at all. I guess I gotta use acid or fire or something. It went through his head. I really wish I had an accurate shot. I don't think anything that's super accurate at all. What? I did not want to jump towards her. She's glitching. She is. She's like messing up. It claims it missed. I don't see how it did, but it claims it missed. It's tedious because I can't use any of my hyperpower stuff, and I'm saving the spears for the real final battle, which I don't think it is. I think there's more after this. I can't imagine this guy's the last guy. If he is the last guy, it's pretty underwhelming. Can't even move.
He's almost down.
So he is vulnerable to plasma. I can't ever fire because he just keeps doing the charge attack. I should have been using plasma all along. It would have worked. I just beat him. I should. If I used plasma, I would have beat him right away. I was trying to use all the elements that don't work on him.
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Yep, he gets revenge because remember he killed Varl.
Now we're having fun, right?
1,000 years old for what? For nothing.
You okay?
I will be. In time.
Yeah, there's no way that was the final boss. There's more coming up, which is why I saved these. I wanted to purposely save these explosive
Rescue your
spears
sister.
for the true final boss coming
I'll
up.
regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. Woo. See, this is why, guys.
Except the machines and
This is why people sometimes ask me, they say, why don't you put the chat on the screen? A lot of streamers and content creators put their chat on the screen. Because people are being complete assholes right now trying to troll. But because I'm ignoring the idiots, I can play the game and enjoy the end and pay no attention to the morons who otherwise would be derailing the video, you see? You guys watching on demand on YouTube have no idea there's a bunch of idiots trying to basically complain about the game, even though I don't care about their complaints because they're morons. They
Aloy,
actually
Gerard
chose
just
to be here.
activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
Oh, what? You know, it probably would have come in handy if she'd said that before I hit the fucking button to go back down the elevator. Ugh. Okay.
Aaron? Is everyone alright down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, fuck him.
I guess only Tilda and
He was a
Gerard are left
dweeb.
then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out.
Oh wait, I
found
can make a big
bunch of
potion.
flight plans and trajectories, as if
Yeah.
the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Nemesis.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out.
What the hell is Nemesis? Hopefully it's not a giant zombie with mutated arms that tries to murder you and hunt you down for an entire game. That would be good. Aha. The final boss is platforming.
I'm almost there.
Doom, 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 doom. Nemesis Prime from Transformer. It's gonna be a robot or something, right?
End of the line.
It's gonna be some big boss that was never mentioned ever in the plot ever up till now. By the way, I missed a resource there completely. I just saw it below me. Oh well. Okay. That was easy.
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files. Anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there.
Beta is Nemesis. The whole thing was a trap.
The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
Sounds like the plot of a third game.
Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius.
What was this?
This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
What the fuck? Oh, what an entrance. And now you'll find out the truth, that she's behind it all.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence.
Of course.
A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us.
And we were too stupid to change
Then
them
it
all.
took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
Wow.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it.
So they didn't want to
Nemesis
destroy
did.
Earth.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's what they were here for, to take Gaia, complete and take
That's the
Gaia with
plan.
them.
Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me.
Oh, look, the real final boss. What a
It may seem
shock.
harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
Okay,
Heard that before.
that's the final boss.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
Acid
I
and
gotta scan that thing
plasma.
first.
Immediately a hit.
Continue the fight.
I need to craft. Stop that right now. Okay, I can't
Ask
craft.
yourself why you're holding back.
Oh, I have no medicinal berries. You need medicinal berries to make the fucking potion? Oh, that's kind of pointless. Oh, I definitely have to do this over again. Just kill me. Just kill me. I wasn't fucking ready for. I didn't know that.
Use now.
It's so dumb.
I can
Fight
target
on, and you
Inventory
will lose.
Look at this.
elemental ammo is making a dent in those gold plates.
Didn't want to attack. I have no healing. I literally have no healing for this.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Hit the foot. I have no healing. I can't do anything. I have one medium health potion.
Strike now.
That's it.
taking me, Tilda! Ha! Those gold plates are vulnerable.
Fucking bitch move. God damn it.
Don't make me hurt you!
God damn it.
Hit her! And this!
That's what's gonna blow.
Ow. What a regular one. Great.
Soon we will be all that is left
No
of the
help
human
to
race!
do this over.
A few more hits.
Give it up!
Oh, that thing's fast.
The fire?
Why do you not value your life?
With no healing. I almost had it with no healing.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
I better spin that thing first. But I am on just extra weight.
I can endure. You cannot.
Oh my god.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
I'll shut you down.
That's
You must submit.
right. I don't even care about hitting it with the fucking down attack. Just hit it with the bombs.
This world is finished.
It's
We
working.
must leave together.
Yeah, she's done.
Armor's off.
Goodbye. Done. All I had to do, you know, know, charge up the plasma and hit it with the bomb. Not bad.
It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
Wait, where'd she go? Like disappeared. Weird. Well, Spectre Prime's dead. That's it. So this weapon came in incredibly handy. It's absolutely what I needed for the end of the game there. Hopefully that's it. What a shock that that was the final boss, right? Like, you didn't expect that was going to be the final boss. I did all along.
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Now what?
Come now, Eloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life. You'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Eloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the 10.
Goodbye, Silence.
Of course. Duh. So he's gonna go off and try to do his own thing. Maybe he'll come back in the third game to help fight Nemesis.
She looks okay.
I bet in fact he will.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Eloy. You did it.
By the way, she might be dead in there. I'm just saying. She's still in that smoking pot over there.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Getting the fuck out of here.
Are you sure?
Oh, wait, what? No way.
You're staying.
For a time.
He changed his mind.
You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Huh. He changed his mind. Huh.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
Nope, not even close. Don't tell him yet. Don't spoil his moment. Wow, so the ending sucks. You think that they think it's a happy ending because they're ignorant, but in reality it's terrible. An ominous thing is coming to kill them all. Wow, what a great ending. Wow. Wow, that was really bad.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help.
How? How are you gonna stop this thing?
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle.
Renala? Yeah, that's Renala. Because she died in the final battle. It's better than her dying
to solve
earlier.
Any problem.
How exactly will that fight Nemesis? Fireworks show?
Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before.
What's he doing? Look at this pretty graphic. Ew.
Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
So what it is you can see they got more pieces of Gaia from the new Zenith. Remember they had they didn't have Apollo, they had something else. They had one or two other pieces. That's what Beta had said, that they had gotten other pieces. So Gaia's more complete, not fully complete, but more complete. Still, it begs the question, how the hell would they beat Nemesis if it beat the new Zenith when they had all the power? How the hell are they gonna stop it? It makes no sense at all. Alright. And then in addition to that, this is complete sequel bait. Absolutely it is. Like, that's no resolution at all. At least at the end of the first game, yes, you know that Silence had an ulterior motive and it was ominous, but at the same time, at the end of the first game, you did stop the threat of Hades from destroying the world. So at least you got a feeling of a good ending. This is literally like a bad ending. It's like, wow, you've barely begun. Congratulations, you've barely started to save the planet. Thanks for playing for 40 hours or more, because I didn't do nearly all the side content in the game, right? Haseo says it was Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia that was added to Gaia. Right, because that's the ones. Those are the ones that that the new Zenith had. So it's all combined now. Harvick says, am I controlling the bird? No, I'm not controlling the bird. It's doing it itself. I have nothing to do with this. Harvick says, well, at least Nemesis won't have control over anything on Earth. How do you know that? Because watch them be like, oh, well, you know, all the technology on Earth is based on the technology from the new Zeniths, or the new Zeniths at least had access to the technology, therefore it can override it. Oh, it's going to be some bullshit like that. Watch, like, Nemesis will arrive and immediately start taking control of the cauldrons and immediately start pumping out enemy robots, and then all the humans will have to mobilize. There'll be battles of, like, friendly robots against human robots and stuff like that. There'll be some baloney. And now, by the way, that's if they even make a third game. And the reason I say that is this game sold well the first week, and then the sales went from here to non-existent. Most games like this, okay, via word of mouth, they spread and they become more popular. This game came out at such a bad time, wedged between multiple other major releases and only 1 week before Elden Ring, that people only talked about it for a few days, and then all discussion shifted over to Elden Ring, and no one is playing this game. No one is talking about this game. It completely was dropped. They did a statistic, only like 20% of people who bought this game actually beat it. And it's a month after the game came out. That means 80% of people dropped it to go play something else. That's crazy. This is cool. You're flying around. You get to see like a cinematic view of everything in the game that you did. Like there was the lift. Here you go. You're going over the meet. This is the meet up. I forget what it was called. This is when Renala attacked right here. This was actually your first chance to go into the open world Forbidden West. Haseo says, prediction for the third game, Aloy is trying to get Hephaestus back, because remember that was what they were saying at the end. Oh, well, because you freed Hephaestus to do this and create all these robots in the final fight, now Hephaestus will be free and go back to the cauldrons, right? And hide in the cauldrons. Right, so she'll probably be trying, exactly. Haseo says she'll try to get Hephaestus back, gain tribe allies in the final fight against Nemesis. With, of course, there'll be absolutely no reason to get tribal allies. What are they going to do? Against a fucking space robot entity, right? We don't even know what it's going to be either. Like, is it going to show up with a fleet of robots? Because they're saying that Nemesis destroyed all of the stuff that they had on this other planet or settlement where they were living. What the hell is it? Is it like a fleet of fucking spaceships with bombs and stuff? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of an arsenal are we talking about? They certainly don't have space capabilities or you know, spaceship aircraft guns on this planet. So I don't know how they're gonna stop it. Yeah. Alright, well, you know, this game is like the ultimate mixed bag for me, because there's a lot of things about the game I really like, and there's other things that I absolutely think are terrible and or should have been done way better. I like to talk about it when the music stops, if it ever does. The one thing that stood out was the graphics. Like, look how good these graphics are, you know? Even though I'm not controlling this is probably, it's all in engine, because the game actually looked like this while you were playing it. Definitely a bigger game than the first one. If you remember the first one, it definitely didn't span as many locations or this kind of crazy open world traversal, excuse me. You know, there was no flight or anything like this in the first game. I'm impressed what they did with the engine and the graphics for sure, and the world design for sure. Okay. Yes, Jade, you did call that it was going to be a twist ending with, of course, the new Zenith pretending to be friendly with you when they weren't. What was her name, Tilda or whatever? What a shocker. By the way, is she alive? She's in a smoking piece of fucking pod, and they don't ever say if she's alive or not. Haseo says, now I'm thinking about it, wouldn't there be old world survivors around that hold capabilities from the past, like tanks or missiles? I mean, they might have, like, old relics hidden away somewhere, but in thousands of years, likely none of it works and or it's all decayed, you know what I mean? Not to say that maybe they couldn't use that. Like, maybe they'll find an old nuke. At the end of Horizon 3, they find an old nuke and they launch it into the fucking, Nemesis. Oh. That would be pretty cliche, though. That would definitely be pretty cliche. Well, this is quite the ending. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Well, Oops, I seriously didn't mean to do that. I thought it would ask, like, hold to skip. It skipped just by tapping the button. Discovered Nemesis. Put an end to the Zenith threat and discovered Nemesis gold trophy. Congratulations on defeating the Far Zenith threat. You're now free to continue exploring and complete any unfinished quests and activities. Thanks for playing the Horizon team. And that's it, huh? Level 35 reached. Here's your new necklace, which she upgraded, right? Yeah, she put the two. Well, actually, she swapped amulets. I think she has the old amulet on again. Yeah. Hidden Ember? The hell is that? Plain salt? What's going on? That was weird. What is going on? Why is it showing every symbol on the screen? Or every region? What is happening? Why did it do that? Done. Main quest, done. Side quests still available if you feel like doing them. Nothing new, though. Let's just go into the main room, and then I'm going to do my little summary mini-review for all of you watching. The only person left here is Beta. Everyone else went home.
What are you up to? I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have a Festus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
That's it. Alright, well, we got a perfect room to review the game in, don't we?
Everything okay, Gaia?
Yes, it is good to be home. Although my heuristic matrix will take some time to reinitialize. I must ensure that all Zenith code has been purged from my systems.
Good idea. Take as long as you need.
Alright, Guts, I'll see you Saturday. Alright, so let's just turn on a random drone module. Here, let's do, I don't even know what this one is. Let's do this one. I have no idea what this will be. Vegas. Well, I didn't mean to pick Vegas, but I did. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, here's my opinion on Horizon Forbidden West. It's an ambitious game, right? It definitely attempts to do something that the first game didn't. Basically make it so that you have an insane open world that at any point you can go from point A to point B. And you can go through a variety of climates, regions, you know, see different groups of people, all in one go. You know what I mean? Like, if you take a look at the game itself, outside of fast travel, there's never really any significant loading time or anything like that. In fact, I would say that the biggest strength of Horizon Forbidden West as a game is the graphics, the world design, and the engine it runs on. Because, man, does it look good. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like the plot to some extent. I'm not in love with the plot, but I definitely think that the plot is pretty good. You know, coming off of the plot of the first game, how it literally starts right where the first game left off and extrapolates upon that twist ending that you had in the first game. And I definitely like how there's different cultures of the people on Earth, in the United States, of course, that all have different belief systems, ways of life. The Plainsong people are the farmers that are kind of non-violent. Well, you get the Tanakh that are very violent tribal people, you know, who live up in the mountains, people who live on the West Coast, and they're more seafaring people who are into science. I like that about the game, and really one of the most believable things about the game is seeing how everyone looks different, dresses differently. That's really cool. You can tell, looking at every NPC in the game, they put effort into it, right? Their outfits look detailed and realistic. You don't see multiple people that look identical standing next to each other or even around. Everyone looks like a unique person in this universe. Polish, right? Polish shows, and this game has quite a lot of polish, and I gotta give Guerrilla Games a lot of credit for that. In a modern day with open world stuff, a lot of games don't have the polish that this game has. All right. So that's really cool. All right. Combat-wise, it's very similar to the first game with a few new things. You know, I think there may be 1 or 2 new elements. Don't quote me on that. And then definitely new weapons from the first game that gives a little bit more variety to the combat. Essentially, it's the same combat, though, when you really come down to it. Yes, is there a bit more upgrade trees and more abilities? Yes. At the very same time, it's literally, okay, something's coming at me, scan it, here's its element weakness, hit it, take off the pieces, hit the weak point, dead. Or sneak up, do a stealth attack, shoot it, dead. I mean, that's it. There's not much to it. And I said it in the first game's review that I felt that that game's combat engine was lifted from other games like Tomb Raider, and that it didn't necessarily feel original. This time around, it does, because there's no more Tomb Raider, right? When you look at the other games that this game was kind of borrowing from in Zero Dawn, you know, Far Cry, Tomb Raider, they're not really prominent anymore. So this game has kind of taken over the reins for that style of gameplay. But did it really mean that it innovated? I mean, the true innovation of this game, the zip line that lets you zip up to do different kinds of jumps, the glider that lets you glide around, and flying. Like, those are the 3 innovations of Horizon Forbidden West. Outside of that, it's really the same game as the first game, with much better graphics and a more interesting open world with these individual cultures. Okay? There's a lot to like here, especially the fact that there's so much content. I mean, my playthrough's roughly just under 40 hours, and I did some side content, but admittedly, I skipped a ton. I mean, just taking a look at this freaking world map, right? That is not the world map. Just taking a look at this world map, and how much, oh my lord, how much, even just in the beginning of the game, right? How much content was in this. And just think, 40 hours, and look how much of the map I never went to. All these regions, all this stuff where there's missions to do and content to explore. If you're looking for a game that, oh, I just want to play this game for, like, you know, 40 to 80 hours and get tons of content out of it and just kind of gel, this is kind of your game. But sad to say, one of my major criticisms of the game is that the content a lot of the times is just not meaningful. Like, of all the content that I didn't do in the game, how much was necessary? 0. Like, none of it really would have added. I mean, I did the major story missions for most of the side characters. The one I didn't do was Erend. Why? Because Erend makes you do generic base takeovers, which suck. You've done base takeovers. Here they are. You've done them in every game like this. There's nothing different here. It's the same shit. Go to a base, sneak up, take out a bunch of enemies, boss fight, you're done. It's boring. It's been done, been there, done that. They didn't innovate with it at all. There's really nothing to be said for the base takeovers, right? The cauldrons, if you played the first game, you know what the cauldrons are, and they're pretty much identical to the original game where, you know, a bunch of puzzles, combat, platforming, and at the end a big boss, right? There's a lot of the side missions here. Look at this. This is the freaking combat challenges. I didn't do a single one, and I never needed them, right? It basically, what it comes down to is Horizon Forbidden West is a game that has about 100 hours of content, and 60 hours of it are completely worthless, you know? And that's kind of sad. And one of the things that I'm disappointed with in this game is that there were things I wanted to do. I want to upgrade my armor, right? I want to hack some of the bigger level enemies. Well, they made it ridiculously complicated to do so because they wanted to basically pad their game. Oh, you want to upgrade your armor? Well, you need 10 rare components. So you have to go out to these hunt sites and look for the apex versions of the enemies in order to actually get those components to even do like a level 2 upgrade on a piece of good armor. Oh, by the way, the apex ones don't ever always show up. You have to endlessly go there hunting to hopefully they'll spawn, and if not, just keep doing it over and over, which is a time waster. The fact that you have to go to a cauldron, all right, beat the cauldron, and then you still can't hack the enemies is ridiculous. You spent like an hour in the cauldron. You did the challenge. Why now can't I hack the enemy? That was the point of me going there. No, now you have to go do repetitive hunting and get more components in order to even craft the hacking device. That is dumb, and it wasn't like that in the first game. That's something they changed for this one to pad the game. So what I'm seeing here is for all the improvements that they added to the game, okay, there was also a ton of things that they kind of overcomplicated and made so time-consuming that unless Horizon Forbidden West is the only game you're going to be playing when you're playing it, likely you're not going to want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this map is daunting. Look at the amount of icons on it, and half the map I never went to. You know what I mean? So, and I tried to do the meaningful content. Like, oh, there's a story mission that's based on one of my teammates. Let me do it, right? That seemed like that made sense. If, oh, Zoe wants me to help take over those land gods of the Plainsong and hack them so that now that they're healed. Okay, I'll do that. You see, that sounds like something meaningful. But for the most part, it's a lot of repetition, it's a lot of time wasting, it's a lot of grinding, and it's not necessary. And that's sad that the game has so much content, but they really couldn't find a way to make most of it necessary. You never really have to upgrade your weapons and components, or your weapons and armor, because the components are too rare, it takes too long to get them. You really never have to do a single cauldron, because you never have to hack the robots. What robots did I hack in this playthrough? You don't have to. It's completely superfluous to the game. It's something nice if you do it, I'm sure, but why would you bother? It doesn't even help. Like, you could go through the whole game without having to do it. Where's the ultra challenging content that you need to have hacked robots to beat it, right? Nothing. So, the strengths of the game are the graphics, the world design, and to some extent the plot. But the shortcomings is basically that the combat's pretty much the same from the first game, and the game is too full of content that's completely extra and not needed. You know how they say quality over quantity? In this game, they went quantity, 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 quantity. Now, there is quality in there. The problem is, how do you know what's good and what's not? There were many times when I did entire side mission paths of 45 minutes or longer to get a bow that's completely underwhelmingly powerful, and I don't need it, and it's a piece of garbage. So why did I do it? I don't know. I wasted my time. It really didn't add to anything, and it really was a waste. So, in my opinion, if they had streamlined it more, cut down the amount of content, but make more meaningful content, that would have definitely been better. The dialogue in the game is good until you realize that all the dialogue trees, just like the rest of the side content of the game, are superfluous. You'll never make a dialogue choice outside of one that I noticed, that one with Renala. Outside of that, was there ever a single piece of dialogue that mattered? No, because you could just skip all the optional dialogue and go right to, okay, next part of the story. And you don't have to listen to any of the supplemental info. In fact, half the time, they're just reiterating what you already know or what you've already surmised from paying attention to the game. I was saying, oh, I bet this is what it is. And then you do the dialogue option that was optional, and they would confirm that's exactly what it is. Oh, okay, well, I wasted my time. You see? There's just too much in it. It's a game that should have been cut down and more focused, rather than there's just shit everywhere, and you figure out whether or not the shit is good. What's sad is that there's a lot of great moments. The Las Vegas moment, when Las Vegas lights up with all those lights and everything, that's a jaw dropper. You know what I mean? Like, wow, the graphics are outstanding here. This looks really neat. That's a cool moment that resonates. You'll remember for a long time. Remember when I was playing Horizon Forbidden West and we lit up Las Vegas, right? I'll think about that for a while. That's a good moment to remember from a playthrough like this. There was really good moments, really. At the same time, it took me a month to beat the game, and interest waned because the game just had too much of the same. You know what I mean? Like, they definitely should have done something to figure out what was meaningful in the game and focus more on that. Instead, it was just like, well, let's just throw a bunch of shit against the wall, and if at least 30% of it sticks, I guess we have a good game. I don't think so. I think that they went overboard. I think that the game should have had way more improvements and meaningful content. What's improved is good. The graphics, the world design, the different cultures, right? The plot, although the plot is somewhat cliche and there's a few of the twists in there that I predicted or whatever, I still like the plot. The ending's terrible. No, seriously, the ending is terrible. That's a huge cop-out ending saying, oh, by the way, this is the second game in a trilogy, so you better buy the third one because you got no story resolution, right? Yeah, and the sad fact is, we don't know if there'll be a third game. Because this game, like I said, week one, it sold a ton. But then after that, when Elden Ring came out the week after, it's non-existent. the numbers of people buying and playing the game plummeted dramatically. And like I said, they did a statistic like a week ago. How many people who were playing Horizon Forbidden West actually beat it? And the statistic was like 20 to 25%. So everyone playing it said, screw it, it's too long, the content's too grindy and not meaningful, and they all went and played something else, probably Elden Ring. So, yeah, it's a little sad, actually. I like the game overall, and here I was playing a full playthrough of the game and telling you guys, no, I want to keep playing it, and every time I went to do it, people were fighting me. Oh, don't do that, play something else, that game sucks, that game's boring, that game's too grindy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, actually, I like it, so I'm going to keep playing it, I'm going to stick with it, and now that I beat it, I'm a little sad, because quite frankly, I don't know if they're going to make another one. Just being honest, like, I feel like this was their opportunity, and they did a good job with so many good things. Look at this graphics, right? Like, they did such a good job in certain ways, and in other ways, they completely dropped the ball. Pretty sad, right? So, yeah, I hate to say it, I really hope that they do make another one. I do. I would love to see another Horizon game to end the trilogy and have a actual conclusion, because this game did not have a conclusion at all, and it kind of feels like, well, I played the first one, and it felt like it had an ending with a little ominous twist at the end. I beat the second one, and now, like, we have no idea what's going to happen. Zero resolution, unfulfilling ending. Obviously, they want to have a third. If they don't, like, you kind of wasted your time with the first two games, right? So I hope there is a third one, but what I really hope is that eventually, if they do make a third one, they improve these problems. You absolutely have to make it so that the map isn't a clustered fucking mess like this, and none of it matters, right? And please let there be improvements to combat. I couldn't believe that there was almost no improvements to the combat of this game. It feels like you're playing the first one with maybe, like I said, a new gun. Okay, one or two big new guns, not a big deal, Make something different. And by the way, enough of this shit. Oh, I take over the cauldron, and now you get no reward. Now you got to go grind to try to use your reward. What the fuck is your problem? Seriously, that's so... They're stingy. It's like they're stingy with the things that are fun. I'm playing a game to have fun. Why are you being stingy with the fun? You know what I'm saying? I play, I'm having a lot of fun, and then all of a sudden, oh no, now I'm not anymore. Anyway. It is what it is. Overall, I think it's an enjoyable game, and I think if you're looking for a game to sink a lot of time and investment into, you'll like it. If you're looking for a game with a streamlined story, this ain't it. And if you're looking for a game with a lot of meaningful content, this also really ain't it. It definitely is disappointing to what the potential could have been. But again, the things that they do well, they do really well. The graphics, the world design, the unique people, all done incredibly well, and I feel like it should be applauded for those things. Like, what they pulled off with these graphics, this should be like, right now, best graphics of the year for the game, for a game. I mean, it's crazy how good this is. It's just a shame that it's in this game. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so anyway, thank you to everyone who watched the playthrough. Thank you to everyone who supported the playthrough. Thank you to everyone who chilled with me, despite the fact that there was an army of people every time I played this game said, Phil, stop playing it. I'm happy that I still stuck with it, and over the course of, this month, still stuck with it and allowed me to enjoy it. Thank you for that, I like being a variety streamer, because if I weren't, I wouldn't be able to do that. Seriously, Phil, Elden Ring overtook this, just play Elden Ring nonstop. But because I'm a variety streamer, I'm able to continue on and do other stuff, and I'm happy that I did get to fully enjoy this game for what it was. I just hope that they improve the next one, but thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. And by the way, Chocoboko, thank you. You did $1.50 tip, and he said, congrats on, on beating it. So, Horizon Forbidden West, absolutely a mixed bag for me. Some really high highs, some really annoying, disappointing things, too. Overall, a positive experience. A little deflating with that ending, not really being an ending. And I certainly hope that there will make a third one, but sadly, the future is uncertain. We don't really know what happened with the game, and sales have completely plummeted, so I guess we'll find out in time, right? But for now, everyone wave goodbye to Aloy and Gaia, just in case this is the last time we ever see them. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, and thank you, Guerrilla Games, for a pretty decent game. I did enjoy it. Wow, how the situation unfolded, I never expected. But thank you guys for everything. Until maybe the next one, if it happens. Bye for now, I guess. See you later. All right.